Hey guys, welcome back to 31 Days of Halloween. If you're new here, don't know what that is, I'm going to be posting one video a day every day in October to celebrate the month of Halloween. And today I'm bringing you the FORTNITE Skull Trooper. The skin was a really exclusive skin that launched briefly last year, and people don't know if it's making a comeback. People are hopeful that it will make a comeback or that a new version of it is coming out. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Regardless if you got the skin or not last year, you can turn yourself into the skin. This is a super simple, super easy makeup and costume. All you're gonna need is black, white, and gray, t-shirt around your head, and you're good to go. Also, I hate smiling with white makeup because it makes my teeth look super yellow. If you like Fortnite, we should play together sometime. Add me, my username is surprise, surprise, Pompberry. And if there's any other video game characters you'd like to see me do, just let me know in the comments below. So if you want to see how I did this, keep on watching. So I started off by covering up my eyebrows. If you want to learn how I did this, I'm going to link it up here and down below in the description. Then taking some white face paint and a face painting sponge, make sure to get the paint really wet and saturate the sponge with product. Then just dab, dab, dab all over your face. Using a sponge is the easiest way to get a really uniform white base. Be sure to go over your lips, but avoid the eye and nose area because you're going to paint that black later. Then let that first layer dry and go in with a second layer. Repeat this as many times you feel necessary. I did 3 layers. Once the white is done, go in with a little bit of makeup remover on a cotton pad and remove the white from the areas that you're going to paint black. I actually switched over to a makeup wipe because it was just easier that way. I wrapped it around my finger and I was able to be really precise with my removal. And the reason I'm doing this is if you put black on top of white, it can get muddy and become gray. And I want it to be pure black, so I want to apply it on clean skin. Then going in with a gray eyeshadow, I'm going to start drawing in some of the shapes on the face. Now, this would have been a lot easier if I had just used gray face paint, but for some reason I didn't. I don't quite know why. The gray face paint that I had was a little too dark for this, and I don't know why I didn't just mix some white into the gray face paint to make it lighter, but there you have it. You can use eyeshadow as well, and I cleaned up the edges with a white to make them really, really sharp. Then I took that gray on a fluffy brush and applied it around my nose. Then at this point, I think I realized I was being stupid, and I mixed together some black grease paint with some clown white, and I made just a very light gray cream color, and this is what I should have used from the get-go, so as you can see here, I'm just covering up everything I did with the eyeshadow, so just ignore the eyeshadow part. I'm sorry about that. I was experimenting so that you don't have to. And the reason I'm using a cream color instead of a water activated color is so that I can blend it out, like here on the chin. Around the nose area, I don't need it blended out, but on the chin, I do. You want to draw an oval on your chin and just kind of blend it out from there. Now with the black face paint, I'm going to fill in around my eyes and being very precise about the shape. I was trying to be as accurate as possible, so I had my reference picture beside me and I was trying to work off that shape. I started off with a flat synthetic brush to be able to cover a larger area, but then I switched over to a small detail brush to do the edges. Then back in with a flat brush to fill in my nose, and I tried to be very precise about this as well. This shape is very specific, so I had to refine it for a good chunk of time. Here I'm cutting it down, but basically I just went back in with that detail brush and worked my way around the edges, trying to make it resemble the reference image as close as possible as I could. Now with that same detail brush, I'm starting to draw in the teeth, and I'm being very careful about this. I'm first mapping out the spacing between the teeth to make sure I've got the sizes right, and you want to limit your teeth roughly to the size of your mouth. It didn't go too far beyond my mouth. Then going in and drawing the little cheek holes, I don't know what to call this. And don't worry if you mess up, you can clean it with a Q-tip and then go back in with a white to clean up the edges. Now with the black grease paint, I'm doing the detailing on the cheeks. And again, the reason I didn't use the face paint for this is so that I could blend out that bottom edge that leads to the chin area. I'm also taking that grease paint and shading around the teeth. It gives them just a tiny bit of dimension. Now this look is very flat. There's very little shading involved except for here around the teeth. Now back in with the gray, I'm just refining the shadows around my nose and the chin area. I'm also adding little shadows to my temple and intensifying the shading around my chin a little bit. and refining the eye shape even more. If it doesn't look right, feel free to tweak it. Now with gray face paint, I'm going to draw in the eyebrows. And this is why I covered up my own eyebrows to make this step easier. Drawing something as sharp and precise as this is a lot easier when you have a smooth surface to work on. These brows are very arched and very pointed, and the arch connects to the shading on the temples, so be mindful of that little detail. Then taking the light gray cream, just doing a little bit of shading around the cheekbones. And back in with the black face paint, I'm shading around my temples and filling in the holes on the cheek area to make the black look deeper and the edges look crisper. Then I'm taking the Ardell Wanna Get Lucky black eyeliner pencil and I'm lining my waterline. You really want to make sure to line your eyes so that you don't see any skin around them. And I'm making sure there's no creases on my lids so that I can set them with a black eyeshadow, and I'm using Sugar Pill's Bulletproof. This is a seriously intense matte black eyeshadow, and I'm just using it to set all the black areas. And now it's time to accessorize. I didn't have a cowl, or I don't know what you call it, I think it's a cowl, so I improvised and used a t-shirt. And I'm guessing that's what you probably will do too if you're doing this on Halloween. So yeah, a t-shirt works great, you just have to clip it in the back, and it looks like the real deal. Then I threw on a black jacket, and that's it. This look is pretty simple, but because of all the symmetry involved, it does take a little bit of finessing. But if you decide to do this, I hope this video helped. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click that little button. And while you're at it, click the little bell too. And don't forget to come back tomorrow for more 31 Days of Halloween. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!